Christmas come early to say. So yeah, I'm happy. I can't complain.
Now it really starts, okay? But don't underestimate the responsibility you now have got as junior leaders. Well done.
It's a really important rank to have. I'm seen as good enough for it, I guess, you know, in their eyes.
Right, those guys who just promoted, we'll just have a quick photo.
If you're in the Royal Welsh, you're in the fucking Royal Welsh. If you're in the whatever regiment, you're in that regiment. You gotta be fucking proud to be in that regiment. Hold that regiment to a high standard.
You are.
Next time, 2 sergeant majors go head-to-head with their platoons in a brutal training mission.
100%, you would have won that firefight.
And the warriors deliver when it counts.
In Afghanistan, the warrior drove over a roadside bomb. Nobody was injured. The warrior saved my life.
Pride is on the line for the Royal Welsh Rugby team.
We are the champions for a fucking reason.
If you're interested in joining the Royal Welsh, scan the QR code or visit royalwelsh.co.uk.
And you can see that new next Wednesday at 9. Meet the model who gave up a dream career for a desert life in Botswana. Join Ben Fogle for the new series of New Lives in the Wild tomorrow at 9. Coming up, gripping stories from the SAS soldiers who served in some of the Special Forces' most daring missions. That's brand new next.
In life and death.
When your Fusiliers are working under you, you need to get the basics right.
So, anyone have any questions?
No, happy day.
Check. All right.
They need a good example.
Ripley's mission is to ambush an enemy position.
When you hear the rapid, close in, yeah?
He must pick the safest route while issuing clear instructions to his team.
You see anything you can suggest?
Right, there's good cover going down. You've got a stream as well.
Mitchell, go on. We're gonna go right.
His communication to the soldiers providing fire cover is crucial.
What's that enemy? Right, you all seen the enemy, yeah? Look down there,
Yeah,
see? 1 times 3. Mitchell, you go on, lad.
It's essentially you practicing your skills and drills when and if you do go to war.
Rapid fire! Move, 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 move. Close in!
If it happens, we just gotta be ready.
Nick, pass it on, switch fire.
And it pays off.
Position clear! That's good, lad.
Ripley's section has successfully taken the enemy position.
I think that went well, to be honest. So, a good rate of fire, good aggression at the last bound from Highland of the Hill. Yeah, wasn't too bad that. I'm happy with that.
You need to get as much round as you can, yeah? To the point where it's absolute rapid.
But Howells Ripley won't find out whether he's done enough to earn his stripe until the scores from all of his exercises are combined.
I've done everything I can do. Now it's a waiting game.
Coming up.
Get helmets on.
The results are in for Howells Ripley.
Not everyone can be a junior NCO in the Royal Welsh.
Oh fuck, have I passed? Have I passed?
Cody O'Brien comes out swinging. And Battalion CO Ollie Beard has a final chance to prove himself on the Warrior.
Get target front.
At the Castle Martin Armoured Vehicle Range, it's crunch time for Commanding Officer Ollie Beard, who's back for a make-or-break assessment.
We just need to identify which require point fire rather than a killing burst.
Although he has a long career in the Army, Beard is new to the Warrior.
2-1 Echo.
Like the troops he leads, he must be fully qualified to operate the weapon system, ready if his battalion is sent into combat.
0, roger.
But yesterday, he fell foul of the blinding low sun, which made visibility near impossible.
That test was a real challenge. The sun in the eyes absolutely made that much harder. Driver and commander are in.
Now he must take the test again and pass, or he won't be able to lead his regiment in a deployment.
Fundamentally, I've got to be able to do this for my operational role just as much as they do. It's a tough test, it's a real test.
30 mil is clear.
It involves firing on the move, and it's fast, it's aggressive. There is definitely pressure on you as the commanding officer. especially as we didn't have the best run out the first time.
0-2 Golf, no enemy seen as yet.
2-3 Golf, this is 0. You are to move to the next bound and clearing any enemy forces en route.
1, release now.
Fire now.
Fire now.
A 0, roger, a good work. Be advised, prepare to withdraw. Over.
With the exercise over, it's the moment of truth, as Ollie discovers if he's done enough to pass.
It's really beginning to feel much more fluid as a crew. It might have felt good to us, but this is the moment of truth.
We'll just jump at the side over out the way. Bunkers and no issues. The main armament target priority was great. You engaged the most dangerous first. And then we moved on to the final 2 main armament targets, of which one of them was destroyed in time. You didn't destroy the second one, so about 6 seconds over that point, okay? Technique-wise, I think it was very good shooting. A level 4 pass. So well done.
Cool, thank you. Pass, take that, but room for improvement. Again, take that. No, brilliant, thanks, staff. Thanks for the feedback.
That's great.
It just shows, doesn't it, that the more time you spend doing it together, you just get better and better. So you get quicker at the drills, more efficient, more effective. Definitely beats sitting behind a desk for a day job, especially on a day like today.
Back at Lucknow Barracks, the home of the Royal Welsh, one of the battalion's more junior members is also hoping that his training is about to pay off. Tonight, Lance Corporal Cody O'Brien will be stepping into the ring for the 12th Brigade Boxing Championship. And the pressure's on, as his fellow troops and senior officers are watching expectantly from ringside.
So now everyone's here, this is where I get pretty nervous. So I'm trying to keep myself cool, get ready for the fight. Hopefully Royal Welsh come out with a win and bring the trophy home.
It's a featherweight contest, boxed over 3 2-minute rounds.
I get really nervous, like really bad. It's always the night before. I really struggle to sleep because I'm always thinking about what I can do in a fight. Until I get into a ring, you get in the game then, everything goes.
That's the man you're going to destroy, boy. That's the boy you're going to destroy.
His opponent, Regan Payne, is from old rivals the Mercian Regiment. Cody's fighting for both regimental pride and personal redemption after losing his last 2 bouts.
Bell goes off. It's just you and the other guy. You can't really hear anything else. When you're in a ring with everyone watching, your adrenaline kind of like high ride just goes to the roof like.
Body's it! Body's it!
With the referee deciding Cody's opponent is unfit to continue, Cody wins the bout.
It feels very good. To win in front of all your friends and yeah, all your mates at work, it's a good feeling. Because you can't get anything better than that.
It's a great individual victory for Cody. But have the Royal Welsh team done enough to retain the 12th Brigade title?
that just proves, you know, hard work pays off. I'm very proud of myself for winning that.
The Fusiliers, who have returned back to base from their assessment at Otterburn, have been gathered for an important announcement.
Gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello. How are we doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well, yeah, you?
For Fusilier Howells Ripley, who's being considered for a promotion to Lance Corporal, it's a nervous moment.
Have you been told something or?
So, those of you that went off to Otterburn as infanteers, you know it's not just a walk in the park, and not everyone can be a junior NCO in the Royal Welsh.
You wouldn't be human if you wouldn't say you are a little bit nervous.
I'm going to call out your names. For those of you that are lucky enough to be promoted today.
It's your first stripe, which I think is really important.
Fusilier to Lance Corporal Thomason.
Done everything I can do. Let's hope I don't fail it.
Fusilier to Lance Corporal Hebenstrait. Fusilier to Lance Corporal Howells Ripley.
The Royal Welsh, a highly trained branch of the British Army.
Stay close, stay close. You're going to fight to the end.
A frontline armoured infantry regiment.
Go, 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 go.
It's a fighting unit on high alert.
The job that we're doing is life and death.
If Britain is called to fight a war in Eastern Europe,
Time to go to work.
these soldiers need to be ready.
Delta, give me rapid! Move!
It's a regiment with a legacy like no other.
The Royal Welsh, we are the best.
Hardened from the bloody battlefields of history.
Wakey, wakey!
With 6 months unprecedented access. We'll be there.
Fire, fire, fire!
For every trial.
Dickie, let's go! Lads, take it!
It's very intense.
Let's go! Gotta be sick, go to the fence.
Funny games in it. Carnage.
Every tradition.
Get it down your necks, come on. Nice, delicious and strong.
Every triumph.
Charlie, come there!
As these soldiers train for war. Witness the pride and the honour.
One of the greatest honours anybody would ever get.
Of serving king and country.
What's that down there?
If we go to war, I want to bring every one of these home.
This time,
Move! Move!
the company embark on a dangerous live fire exercise.
Fire, fire!
In the back of your mind, it's like, please just everything go right.
It's fight night for the Royal Welsh boxing team.
That's the boy you got in this right.
The commanding officer faces a test of his leadership.
There is definitely pressure on you. It's fast, it's aggressive.
Keep going!
And as they vie for promotion, some of the troops are pushed to breaking point.
Right, get down!
Yeah, I think I was like struggling to stand at one point.
The 600 soldiers of the 1st Battalion, the Royal Welsh, live and work at their base in Tidworth.
It's when it takes you, I tell you that much.
Training side by side each and every day to be ready to deploy at a moment's notice. But this is not a normal infantry unit.
Loading fire! Target! Move!
As an armoured infantry regiment, they have specialist training to operate their signature fighting vehicle, the Warrior. Known for their speed and mobility over the most difficult terrain, resilient protective armour, and lethal firepower. These are the vehicles that would be used on the front line if Britain went to war. Each 30-ton Warrior is equipped with a 30mm cannon, 7.26mm chain gun, and 8 smoke grenade dischargers. Within its armoured walls, the vehicle is operated by a driver, gunner, and commander, carrying up to 7 additional soldiers in the rear.
Let's go. Wait.
The cannon is capable of destroying vehicles at a range of 1,500 metres.
Right!
while the chain gun fires 300 rounds per minute and can pierce 4 inches of armour.
This is what we do. The Warriors is our lifeblood, and we are the Welsh Warriors.
200, you are clear to go red, a 762 30mm, axis indicator and report when set.
Today, the Royal Welsh have travelled to Castlemartin on the Pembrokeshire coast for critical warrior tests.
Target 22, please.
This 6,000-acre plain is one of only 2 UK ranges for live-fire training with armoured vehicles. And the Royal Welsh have limited time here to get their troops up to scratch, essential for this battalion on constant standby for 28 days' notice deployment.
Target to your front, automatic. Even though we're an armoured infantry unit, we don't do this often enough. So we tend to only come to these ranges once a year. So this is then key for us to make sure that I can now say we can deploy to war to say, and we are safe to do so.
Company Quartermaster Sergeant Chris Allen is today's RCO, Range Conducting Officer, in charge of coordinating this week's exercises.
5 up, please.
Being an RCO can be an extremely stressful job. I've got a company of 110 currently, so therefore I've got to get 110 people then through that range. It's quite a lot of pressure to get through.
This is Chris's only opportunity this year to get all his soldiers qualified.
No, any Fusiliers or anything up there.
Fortunately, he's one of the Royal Welsh's most experienced soldiers.
I've been in the army now around 19 years. It teaches you different life balances, let's say.
Back at base, his day job involves managing all the supplies for his 100-strong company.
I hold over £1 million worth of kit in here. This is the basic body armour as it stands, because there's nothing attached to it, etc. So we got body armour plates, one for the front, one for the back. I hold 89 spades. Prime use for going to the toilet. Trousers, hats, gloves, socks, pants.
Kind of like Dad.
I'd say more like mum rather than dad.
Roger, yeah, I'm content on that.
Was in and out of jobs in Civic Street. I was always in trouble, fighting a lot. Got arrested a couple of times. And I also had a baby on the way, so I thought, right, need a bit of stability in my life.
Safety, Roger, and cancel check fire.
Good. I got to battalion in April 2007, and then flew then to Iraq in June 2007. You're chucked in the deep end. Going to Iraq instantly was a great shock to the system.
Chris knows from experience how crucial it is for his company to be ready if they go to war.
Safety, and cancel check fire.
These exercises are designed to mirror situations they could face on the battlefield.
We're basically advancing across enemy territory. You're going to get a number of targets that'll pop up that represent those enemy that we could come across. We need to engage those enemy and destroy them.
All warrior commanders must learn to drive the vehicle in case the driver is wounded.
Charlie 111 call signs, this is 0.
Or the warrior and its soldiers could be left exposed to enemy fire.
We've got a lot of junior crews who have never done this before, so we'll see how this goes.
0, that's green.
But shortly after starting, there's an issue.
Yeah, send.
They've got an issue with the chain gun.
Yeah, Roger, going forward now.
Sergeant Di Britton is poised to conduct repairs, just as he and his fellow engineers would in the field.
They're having what seems like issues with the chain gun at the moment, so I'm going to go forward and see what the issue is.
Bloody nuisance. 10 to 2. The vehicles can break, the weapon systems can break.
It's not dry cycling.
Trying to keep everything within check can be quite a lot of pressure to land on one person.
So the fire switch cable snapped, so it's not firing at all.
And it all goes quiet.
Unfortunately, the warrior can't be fixed on site, so it's out of action for the rest of the day.
Yeah, Roger.
And for Colour Sergeant Allen in the control tower, it's a huge setback. If his troops don't qualify, they will not be ready to deploy to the front line as the first responders in conflict.
Very frustrating, especially when you think this is our bread and butter, armour is our primary role, and we can't now do it because a certain part on a weapon system is broken. Right now, it's not looking likely to get through. It's a right pain in my ass.
Coming up, a punishing training camp brings the Fusiliers to their knees.
I'll crawl across the fucking line if I have to.
The boxing team have a crucial title to defend.
You've thrown 2 shots in 30 seconds.
And even the battalion's most senior officer is in the firing line.
There's our target dead ahead.
The Royal Welsh, a 600-strong battle-ready battalion, based at Wiltshire's Tidworth Garrison. It's here that its troops work, exercise, and sleep. But keeping war-ready often takes them to specialist training camps across the UK, like Otterburn in Northumberland.
We'll have 6 minutes to get to line of departure, okay?
Only the most promising private soldiers from each regiment make it here, each determined to rise through the ranks.
Get that casualty up there! Let's go!
They face a brutal course to prove they are ready for promotion.
It's going to be harder.
The soldiers here will be learning how to be leaders. They'll learn how to be a Lance Corporal.
Well done. Keep going.
Becoming a Lance Corporal is the first step on the Army leadership ladder.
Whole way to the end.
A Lance Corporal is often referred to as being the hardest rank to achieve.
If successful, these soldiers will be second in command of a section.
Let's go.
They need to be fit. They need to be mentally robust.
Gonna be sick, go to the fence.
Hoping to prove he's got what it takes to be a Lance Corporal is Fusilier Cameron Howells Ripley. One of just a handful of soldiers the Royal Welsh has selected to come to Otterburn.
Oh, I'm from Swansea. It's in South Wales. It was all right, but when I was working, I was building sites and stuff like that, and I hated it. I was just miserable. I was 22 when I joined the army. I was a completely different person before the army. I was lazy. This is the best job in the world.
Today, Howells Ripley has been selected to act as section commander, in charge of a team of 8. All eyes will be on him to see if he can keep his troops in check.
This is like the first time I've ever been a section commander, and you don't want to fuck up.
The first part of the assessment is a test of physical endurance. The soldiers set off for a grueling 4-mile hike in full kit weighing up to 25 kilograms.
Do you want to be that fucking individual that's holding your people back, holding your section back? No, sir. Right, no need to fucking work hard on this, yeah?
Followed by a 1.2-kilometre race carrying 80-kilogram dummies simulating a casualty extraction.
We've got to go up the hill, run through the woodblock and back down. He's happy with that? Stand by!
The exercise mimics the race to get an injured soldier on the battlefield to medics as quickly as possible, in a situation where every second could make the difference between life and death.
What we're wanting to do is identify natural leaders who go above and beyond as the best of the bunch. And they need drive, determination, the ability to take control when other people are possibly lingering behind.
With the team reaching the checkpoint, Howells Ripley, who's hoping to prove he's a potential leader, gets some frank feedback on being more vocal.
You tell him how it's done, right? If there's folks struggling, push them, encourage them. You stop, and you turned around and you went, Jones, have we got everybody? You don't do that, right? What you need to do is do it on the move.
There's work to be done for Ripley, who needs to be more assertive in the next exercise if he's to keep his chances of promotion alive.
So I'm going to give you 2 minutes from the time I finish speaking.
And adding to his problems, exhaustion from the first exercise kicks in.
I was bad. I don't know why. That's been just one of those things.
Any questions?
Yeah, I think I was like struggling to stand at one point.
If you're not well enough to sit,
I just don't want to quit.
The Royal Welsh have a training schedule that includes more than just military drills.
Crouch!
Sport plays a vital role across the army. It's instrumental in reinforcing soldiers' discipline, morale, teamwork and fitness. And this regiment has a rich history of boxing dating back to the late 19th century.
Chad, you're dropping your hands again.
But it wasn't until 5 years ago that the sport saw a resurgence here.
They genuinely have a passion for it in the Welsh. I have a passion for boxing myself. The minute I saw how successful they could be, I then sort of approached the commanding officer at the time and sort of said, I think we could do something here. Boxing lends itself so well to army life because you've got that controlled aggression in the field where you have to be able to pinpoint that violence as and when it's required. And it's the same as in the ring as well. If you look at me as sort of the manager, each company then does their own training with their own coaches.
McGree, you've thrown 2 shots in 30 seconds. 2 shots. A lot of infantry soldiers are fit, but we call them army fit, they're not boxing fit. Fitness is another level. And confidence is probably one of the biggest factors. That's our first stepping stone to then bring them onto the team.
Currently, the team's star boxer is 21-year-old Lance Corporal Cody O'Brien.
He's one of the longest standing on the team and he's probably one of the more experienced in level of competition.
This is a chore now these days, isn't it? Always got to iron your kit before work. I was quite young when I joined the army, so I didn't really need to iron. I just turned 18. Going into the military, there's a lot to take in. It's a big change in environment as well, and it's hard. But you get used to it. Boxing, I've always had an interest in, I've always watched it. Then one of the boys asked me if I wanted to box a battalion, which I've never boxed before. It was pretty scary. And I was like, yeah, I'll give her a go. I've had quite a few bouts and all of them, say 80% of them. It's come natural to me.
But next week, Cody faces his biggest challenge yet, when the team will be defending their title in the 12th Brigade Boxing Championship against the Mercian Regiment.
We have to go home with a win. After a good few years of being the boxing officer for the Royal Welsh, this is sort of my last event now before I move on, so I need to go out on a high.
Almost 200 miles away at Castlemartin in Pembrokeshire. With the chain guns fixed, the annual live fire tests with the Warrior armoured vehicles can continue.
0, roger. Just remember your forward shot.
And things are looking up for Colour Sergeant Chris Allen, who's in charge of training.
So even though with all the frustrations with the vehicles, our crew have been able to fight through those problems for us to get ahead of schedule.
As the Royal Welsh would be some of the first troops sent to the front line in a war, it's essential they stay battle ready. That means every one of the 100 or so soldiers out on the range today must pass this training. And Lieutenant Colonel Ollie Beard, the man in charge of the entire battalion, is no exception.
Right, so we are loading ourselves up.
He's a seasoned officer, but he took over command of the battalion just 2 months ago.
Yep. Even though I've served for a long time in the army, it's the first time I've served in an armoured infantry battalion. I've got to go through that same training progression that all of our brand new soldiers have to do.
I say, Roger, happy days then. Okay, we're now going to continue with the shoot.
For this test, the Warrior crew have a maximum of 45 seconds to find each target and destroy it.
There is definitely pressure on you as the commanding officer. People are looking on you to perform well.
The exercise is designed to simulate a real battlefield, like Ukraine.
5, please.
But today, they're faced with some difficulties they hadn't anticipated.
I can't see jack shit. The sun is right there today.
Operating this lethal weaponry requires precision, so having a clear field of vision is vital to avoid missing the target and causing collateral damage.
So is that a target dead ahead?
Finding the target is tricky. This time of day we've got the sun in our eyes, that makes it hard. That's part of the challenge, and real life will be like that as well.
Despite all the high-tech equipment at these soldiers' fingertips,
it's really hard to see that one.
Something as simple as being blinded by the sun can swing a battle in either direction.
Left, tossed, on, down, there, on. All right, now, ready. Shooting, good shooting. Yeah, good.
And drop target. 0, roger. Batten down. Prepare for close assault. Report when set.
Next, Commanding Officer Beard must close the hatch, adding pressure by limiting his visibility even further.
Once you pull that hatch down, it becomes even more claustrophobic, even hotter. It becomes noisier. So there's a lot more of a challenge to make that all work together.
Okay, we've identified the bunker.
Close assault, stand by, 5, 4.
3, 2, 1, release now. Yeah, target front.
With the test complete, Lieutenant Colonel Beard heads back to face the music.
In some ways, you know how well you've done. I think actually spotting the target is still really hard, but there's always an element of doubt.
As you progress through your career, you're learning something completely new at every different rank, so it's always keeping you on your toes.
A few things to tighten up on, but I think we're in good shape.
It's down to Sergeant Brown to deliver the verdict to his commanding officer.
Let's get the bad news out of the way. That was a fail. There was quite a few targets you did miss, but you didn't have the sight hood down. If you'd closed that sight hood fully like a visor, it would have. It would have.
It makes a difference. Okay.
Because as soon as it drops below the level of the sun, you're seeing everything then.
We've got some work to do, but I relish the opportunity.
There's a sun in the ice. Sun in the ice here.
Ollie Beard will be put through his paces all over again later in the week. But if he fails, he won't be qualified to lead his battalion into combat on the Warriors.
There are no easy passes in this game, so everyone needs to be able to meet that standard, whoever you are.
For the soldiers dedicating their lives to being in the Royal Welsh, whether they're training, eating, or sleeping, everyone from commanding officers like Ollie Beard to new soldiers have the ambition to add their names to this regiment's long and illustrious history. And up at the Otterburn training estate, one young Fusilier is trying to do just that. The best privates in the British Army are being put through their paces, where a select few will be promoted to Lance Corporal. 25-year-old Cameron Howells-Ripley is leading a section, and although the first of the day's exercises is taking its toll, he's determined to carry on.
I could be ill in the field one day. I can't be like, oh, I'm too ill to do this. Especially in battalion, if I'm a Lance Corporal. You get a Fusiliers looking up to you.
Any questions? Go away, brief your sections.
I'll crawl across that fucking line if I have to.
2 sections! Right.
Trying to see how you react under pressure. So you just try not to crack, really. Just keep pushing.
We're going to follow the pieces up the road. So this is section F for competition, OK?
If you're the section commander, people look up to you. You've got to be like looking like you know what you're doing. Fake it till you make it, I guess.
Grab it! Grab it!
Ripley must prove he can keep his section moving as a team. A 2-mile battle run, testing their speed and endurance in a combat emergency.
Where's the section commander? Yeah. Start fucking switching on. You get people falling behind you.
They must stay together, just as they would in a war zone, leaving no one behind. But with exhaustion setting in, it's not an easy task.
The fuck, mate? Slow it the fuck down. We're staying in ranks.
All eyes are on you. at this point. You want yourself to look good, we also want your regiment to look good as well.
2-3 section!
Won't get to the back, make sure everyone's accounted for.
Finished. Right? Finished.
The team may have made it across the line, but Howells Ripley is being judged on how well he's kept them in check.
You need to be loud, but you need to make sure that everyone else is listening to you. Yeah. People are really struggling. You need to start pulling them out individually. So you need to get individual of named attacks. Because when you're telling the section to do it, when they're in the hurt locker, they're not thinking about the section, they've stopped doing that, they're thinking about themselves.
If he wants to earn that Lance Corporal stripe, he'll need to improve on his leadership skills tomorrow.
Look forward to get back to Tidworth, then see family.
Both parents, they worked fucking hard for me. They gave everything. I'm fucking grateful for my family. I need to pass this fucking course. Why wouldn't I want to make them proud? So stuff like that. Fucking, I got emotional then, fucking hell. Oh.
Coming up,
What time's out of me?
it's make or break for Fusilier Howells Ripley.
Well done, Matthew.
O'Brien's confidence is shattered.
Come out and he just battered me.
And Chris's troops on the Warrior Range
Here we go.
face their most dangerous test yet.
This my right. Move!
The Royal Welsh, Wales's most decorated regiment.
Right, Charlton, give me that fucking smile.
These Wiltshire barracks are their base, where this 600-strong unit run their daily drills and live alongside each other, ready to be deployed at 28 days' notice, which means regular exercises simulating battlefield conditions. On the rugged Pembrokeshire coast, the 1st Battalion are approaching the end of their training at the Castlemartin Range.
Okay, 200, you are clear to go red, a 762, 30 mil.
They're about to undertake a final challenge to test whether they are war ready. The platoon attack.
How many mags do I need? One mag. One mag.
Operating together as a unit, they will launch a coordinated assault. 3 vehicles with 6 troops dismounting from each onto the field. All overseen by Colour Sergeant Chris Allen.
The purpose then of an armoured infantry attack is to combine in our armoured and our light role capabilities together. This is what we'll be doing for real life. This is how we go forward on a battlefield.
Multiple Warrior vehicles will be using live ammo with troops exposed on the ground.
It's a live exercise, a live range, and if something goes wrong, it lands on me, unfortunately.
With 4 fatalities in the last 13 years on this range, this exercise isn't to be taken lightly.
The risk to it is immense. You've got armoured vehicles moving left, right, backwards, forwards. And in the back of your mind, it's like, please just everything go right. Please everyone run in the right direction, the vehicle go in the right direction, so therefore it all becomes safe.
Have you got a section commander for this group?
Tom, yeah. So you 4 gone.
While the troops prepare for action, Colour Sergeant Allen takes up his post in the control tower to coordinate the exercise from above.
Yeah, so a lot more pressure becomes on my shoulders, let's say, and it gets very complex. When you introduce armour and personnel together, the whole safety element then adds a whole new level.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
6 soldiers are loaded into each of the Warriors, ready to dismount onto the field.
Okay, just confirm now all the dismounts are now loaded.
Loaded over.
That's it, Roger. Happy days then. Okay, we're now going to continue with the shoot.
Here we go. This is now where it all comes together.
The 3 Warriors must now advance towards their next objective. A bunker simulating an enemy trench position the soldiers could face in real-life combat.
As I joined the army, I went straight to Iraq. So therefore, I was straight into the back of an armoured vehicle. When you're in the rear, you really don't know what's going on. You've got the weapon systems firing, you've got the engines roaring, and you're sat there in a dark space. All you're listening for is the rear door opening, someone shouting dismount, and ready for you to get out.
This is on the right-hand side, go!
Move! Dismounts are out.
Leave a space for me! Fire, fire, fire!
You have to solely trust the chain of command in order to, say, keep you alive.
The troops on the ground and the crews in the Warriors must now work together to overwhelm the enemy.
Come on, come on.
Pair 1, move first! Pair 2!
In past ranges, people have got injured and also people have died.
I move! Move!
He had a great deal of pressure.
Heel left! Position clear!
One more golf from an echo, box down, back.
Yeah, close the door!
How's it, Roger? Good work. Luckily, on my range, everything went great. No injuries. Okay, that is end of shoot, go green, report when set. I'm immensely proud.
With the exercise a success, Chris can afford to indulge in a celebratory meal with the company. Royal Welsh style.
What we call this range slop. This is army cuisine at its finest, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Bit of mince, maybe, with a bit of potato, bit of carrot, bit of sweet corn, bit of peas. Always works well in bread.
At the gym in Tidworth, the evening's training is just beginning.
Go again.
There are only a couple of days until the 12 Brigade Boxing Championship, and the soldiers need to be fighting fit. Lance Corporal Cody O'Brien is the one to watch at this year's match.
It was all a different world, boxing, when you don't know what to expect. The first time I got into the ring, I wasn't very confident in myself. Everything was new to me, and it was pretty scary. And I started training. I won my first 5 fights. When I went into my 6th fight, he came out and he just battered me, which was not a nice feeling because I've never felt that or experienced that in my life. So it was kind of a confidence drop, like. Then I went into my 7th fight and I lost that one as well.
Every great fighter, and everyone who's ever fought pretty much, has been scared before they fight. If you've got a big fight and you want to win and it means something to you, you're going to be scared and you're going to be nervous. But you're ready, boys. Be confident, boys.
I'm a nervous person, so I get nervous really bad. I'm hoping to win my next fight. So I'm just going to go in and do what I do best.
340 miles away at the training camp in Otterburn, the soldiers are preparing for a final day of drills, which will decide who's got what it takes to be promoted to Lance Corporal.
We'll set up from the cattle grid and then we'll go from there.
Yesterday, they were tested on their physical and mental endurance.
What did you learn from yourself? What could you do differently?
But today, they'll be assessed on their tactical maneuvers with a carefully coordinated attack on an enemy location.
If the enemy comes up in your line of sight, you can engage that enemy. This will be a section attack, stepping into a section commander role and getting used to the mechanics of how it's done.
Once again, Fusilier Howells Ripley is taking charge of his section.
Push out, and then I'll give my new coordinates.
A final chance to prove himself in his bid for promotion.
It's your first stripe. To me, it means a lot.
No, stay there, stay there.
Having struggled yesterday communicating with his troops,
Are you happy back there?
today he needs to show he can give clear, confident instructions,
Down this way, down this way, down this way.
which on a real-life battlefield could mean the difference between life and death.
When your Fusiliers are working under you, you need to get the basics right.
So, anyone have any questions?
No, happy day.
Check, all right.
They need a good example.
Ripley's mission is to ambush an enemy position.
When you hear the rapid, close in, yeah?
He must pick the safest route while issuing clear instructions to his team.
You see anything you can suggest?
Right, there's good cover going down. You've got a stream as well.
Mitchell, go on. We're gonna go right.
His communication to the soldiers providing fire cover is crucial.
What's that enemy? Right, you all seen enemy, yeah? Look down that,
Yeah,
see?
1 times 3.
Mitchell, you go on, lad.
Essentially, you practicing your skills and drills when and if you do go to war.
Rapid fire! Move, 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 move. Close in!
If it happens, we just got to be ready.
Nick, pass it on, switch fire.
And it pays off.
Position clear! That's good, lad.
Ripley's section has successfully taken the enemy position.
I think that went well, to be honest. So, a good rate of fire, good aggression at the last bound from Highland of the Hill. Yeah, wasn't too bad, that. I'm happy with that.
You need to get as much round as you can, yeah, to the point where it's absolute rapid.
But Howells Ripley won't find out whether he's done enough to earn his stripe until the scores from all of his exercises are combined.
I've done everything I can do. Now, it's a waiting game.
Coming up.
Get helmets on.
Sun, which made visibility near impossible.
That test was a real challenge. The sun in the eyes absolutely made that much harder. Driver and commander are in.
Now he must take the test again and pass, or he won't be able to lead his regiment in a deployment.
Fundamentally, I've got to be able to do this for my operational role just as much as they do. It's a tough test, it's a real test.
30 mil is clear.
It involves firing on the move, and it's fast, it's aggressive. There is definitely pressure on you as the commanding officer, especially as we didn't have the best run out the first time.
0-2 Golf, no enemy seen as yet.
2-3 Golf, this is 0. You are to move to the next bound and clearing any enemy forces en route.
1, release now.
I'm back in position. Destroy. I want contact BMP. Destroy. Over.
Fire now.
Fire now. A 0, roger, a good work. Be advised, prepare to withdraw. Over.
With the exercise over, it's the moment of truth, as Ollie discovers if he's done enough to pass.
It's really beginning to feel much more fluid as a crew. It might have felt good to us, but this is the moment of truth.
We'll just jump at the side over that way.
Tonight, Lance Corporal Cody O'Brien will be stepping into the ring for the 12th Brigade Boxing Championship. And the pressure's on, as his fellow troops and senior officers are watching expectantly from ringside.
So now everyone's here. This is where I get pretty nervous. So I'm trying to keep myself cool, get ready for the fight. Hopefully Royal Welsh come out with a win and bring the trophy home.
It's a featherweight contest. Boxed over 3 2-minute rounds.
I get really nervous, like really bad. It's always the night before. I really struggle to sleep because I'm always thinking about what I can do in a fight. Until I get into a ring, you're in the game then, everything goes.
That's the man you're going to destroy, boy. That's the boy you're going to destroy.
His opponent, Regan Payne, is from old rivals the Mercian Regiment. Cody's fighting for both regimental pride and personal redemption after losing his last 2 bouts.
Bell goes off. It's just you and the other guy. You can't really hear anything else. When you're in a ring with everyone watching, your adrenaline kind of like high rise, it goes to the roof like.
Body's in! Body's in!
Contest, red is the
With the referee deciding Cody's opponent is unfit to continue, Cody wins the bout.
It feels very good. The win in front of all your friends and yeah, all your mates at work, it's a good feeling. Because you can't get anything better than that.
It's a great individual victory for Cody. But have the Royal Welsh team done enough to retain the 12th Brigade title?
The 12th Brigade Boxing Champions are one Royal Welsh!
Winning that just proves, you know, hard work pays off. I'm very proud of myself for winning that.
The Fusiliers, who have returned back to base from their assessment at Otterburn, have been gathered for an important announcement.
Gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello. How are we doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well, yeah, you?
For Fusilier Howells Ripley, who's being considered for a promotion to Lance Corporal, it's a nervous moment.
Have you been told something or are you doing?
So, those of you that went off to Otterburn as infanteers, you know it's not just a walk in the park. And not everyone can be a junior NCO in the Royal Welsh.
You wouldn't be human if you wouldn't say you are a little bit nervous.
I'm going to call out your names. For those of you that are lucky enough to be promoted today.
It's your first stripe, which I think is really important.
Fusilier to Lance Corporal Thomason.
Done everything I can do. Let's hope I don't fail it.
Fusilier to Lance Corporal Hebenstrait. Fusilier to Lance Corporal Howells Ripley.